going to start. Thanks. I'm going to steal one quick. I'm going to steal a few seconds just to give just to ask a particular question of both of you. Mike quoted from the International Convention, the Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, Article 13. Just that the Article 13(4). What we Article 30, well, Article 13(3) says the state parties to the present covenant undertake to have respect for the liberty of parents and, where applicable, legal guardians to choose for their children schools other than those established by the public authorities, which conform to such minimum education standards as may be laid down or approved by the state, and to ensure the religious and moral education of children in conformity with their own convictions. So, two very quick questions. This mentions schools specifically. Later in Article 4, it mentions institutions. Can that covenant cover homeschooling? And what are the minimum standards that the state can require?
I think it does cover homeschooling. In the United States, there are numerous states that have recognized homeschools as schools. If you define school as a place where students and teachers gather together to learn, then a homeschool is a school. Even if we call it home education or free learning or whatever you want to call it, I think it can fit within the definition and understanding of what we mean when we talk about school. So I think it is susceptible to that, and I think it should. Clearly, when it talks about institutions, I think the family is and should be recognized as a fundamental institution. And I think in that respect, I think it's amenable to being protected by this right. As it relates to the minimum standards, that's a fair question. I do not remember what the general comments say about this, and it would be worth looking at to kind of get an understanding from their perspective. But they're not very, very severe, especially when you look around the world. And I mean, there's the minimum standards: learn how to read, write, go to school for a period of time. It's very low level of standards, as it should be, which doesn't mean we strive for low standards. We strive for high standards, but the state cannot impose too much on schools or on families. Yeah, so that's my comment on that.